It's Mel. How are you? I'm so excited to talk to you on this Sunday. It is gloomy, doomy here in southern Vermont, and I'm really excited to jump on here live because there's something I wanted to talk to you about. I saw this incredible post today, and I wanted to share the sentiment with you. First of all, it's okay if you're not where you want to be in life. It's okay if you haven't made the money you've wanted or dreamt about making this year. It's okay if you've gotten divorced, if you've broken up. It's okay if you're graduating and you don't know what to do with the rest of your life. It's okay if you're in a job that doesn't fill your soul. It's okay if you've been putting everybody else first. It's okay if you haven't stuck to your goals. But let me tell you what's not okay. What's not okay is for you to stay in a place or a job or a relationship or a routine that doesn't serve you anymore. That's not okay. And that's what I want to talk to you about, because you could change your life with one decision. And the only decision that you need to make is you need to decide that you are going to level things up right now. That despite where you are, despite what's happened behind you, you are going to take a giant step forward and you are going to do the work to change your life. That's what I want to talk to you about today, because it's the move that you're afraid to make. That's the one move that changes everything. Whether it is deciding to completely change your career or deciding to tell somebody that you love that as much as you love them, you don't love how you feel around them in this relationship. It's being afraid to change your major, being afraid to go back to school, being afraid to say to somebody that you love, I love you too much to continue in this dynamic, and one of the requirements for me to stay in this relationship is for you to go to therapy. You can do that. The other person gets to choose what they're going to do, but you get to choose what you will stand for and what you won't. And then the people around you either show up or they don't. And for those of you that have a business, this was me for a long time. I had a business, but I was shy about marketing it. I had something to sell, but I was embarrassed to sell it. I, for years, was way too concerned about what all my friends would think when I started posting on social media about what I was doing in my professional life. And I wasted years of my life that way. If you are ready to shake off the last 3 years and truly level up the game, wouldn't you love to tap back into excellence? Wouldn't you love to feel at the end of the day that you spent focused, aligned, intentional time on something that mattered to you? That instead of letting self-doubt or fear or all the excuses or the fires that pop up and the distractions, instead of letting that program your day, what if you got serious and you decided, this is the moment I'm going to level up. This is the moment I'm going to commit to something bigger. I am not going to let myself waste another year where I'm merely surviving, or where I feel discouraged all the time, where I'm low energy, where all my time goes into things I don't really care about. If my life is going to change, I'm going to make a decision to change it. And the reason why the decision is so important is because you know this because you follow me. The things that you actually have to do, the actions are really simple. If you want to make more money, you probably know the things that you need to do, whether it's cold calling or spending more time on marketing or spending some time developing a skill around AI or finally hiring people to do some of the things that are not money makers so that you can focus on doing what only you can do. You kind of know this, but you've been, whether it's lazy or it's fear or it is old habits, you have not made a decision to get serious about the discipline. You have been accepting something that is no longer acceptable in your life. And this is why it's so important to understand that the change is going to start with you. And it begins with a decision that I am going to, starting now, I'm going to demand something different of myself. Starting now, I'm going to get serious about what leveling up looks like. Starting now, I'm going to take all those things that have been on the back burner that keep getting pushed off and pushed off, whether it's your manuscript that you want to write, or it's the YouTube channel that you want to start, or it's converting your social media from you just doom scrolling everybody else's stuff and actually getting serious about promoting your business. I know so many of you are coaches or therapists, or you're real estate agents, or you have an MLM business, or you are a retail broker, or you are selling insurance, and you're not doing what you need to do to grow your business. You're still in survival mode. You're going through the motions, and you're hoping that the market turns around, or you're hoping that something happens. You got to be the one that makes it happen. That's my message today. And what's so cool when you wake up and realize, oh, wait a minute, I just have to make a decision that I'm serious about this. I'm serious about leveling up. I'm serious about cutting out the distractions. I'm serious about letting this be the moment that I really step into my power, that I really tap back into excellence and execution and some simple discipline, because that's what's going to get you results. Everybody that you admire, all they're doing is continuing to show up and chip away and not let their excuses or their overwhelm get in the way. They're saying no to a lot of things that don't matter. And they're saying yes to the things. And I see what you guys are saying, right? That I want to create art again. I, really want to tap into that excellence. I want to write that manuscript. I want to be writing original music. Yeah, I know I have an incredible coaching capacity in the wellness space or as a business coach. I'm not marketing myself, Mel. Or maybe you've got an incredible consulting practice, but you don't have an online course. And you've probably bought a bunch of courses, but you've never done them. It's time to execute, everybody. It is time for you to actually see yourself taking the actions, because that's the only thing that will change you. See, I think a lot of people buy courses and watch them, and it's a form of entertainment, but you don't actually take action. And that's why I want to talk to you about something I do once a year. I am so proud of this. I get asked every single day around the world, Mel, how do I hire you as a coach, one-on-one? Mel, how do I get you to be my coach? Mel, how do I do that? There's only one way you can do it. It only happens once a year. It is a program that I created. It's the only coaching program that I lead. It is backed by science from institutions like Yale and Harvard and Stanford. And it is a program that I created called Launch. Now, let me tell you what this is. This is a high energy, action-based program. The entire program is not about you learning more things. It's about you doing the things that matter. It is 6 months long. See, I don't fool around. When you sign up for Launch with me, and by the way, registration is closing on May 4th. And when it closes, the wait list goes up. Last year, within 24 hours, we had 9,000 people on the wait list. That's how many people were like, oh, no, I need to jump in, but it was too late. And so I want to tell you something. Your life and your business will only change through action. And it's the actions that you're not taking. Those are where all the opportunity is, everybody. And so I designed Launch because it was a program I needed. And it's a program that's missing, in my personal opinion, in personal development. And it is a highly personalized coaching program, because when you enter Launch with Mel Robbins, you have to pick a project. Here it is. Here's your workbook. This sucker, look at this thing. This workbook is incredible, full of all kinds of science-backed, research-backed systems thinking tools that will help you apply the various tactics that you're going to learn into the actions that I am, as your coach, telling you need to do. And so here's how the program works. When you sign up for Launch, number one, you get a link to your workbook, okay? Number two, you get invited into a high-end, exclusive, online learning platform. This is not Slack. This is not Zoom. This is not a Facebook group. I mean business. I have created courses for LinkedIn, for Starbucks, for Creative Live. I have created 7 projects for Audible. And I do things very differently. We're not going to slapstick this together. So this is an e-learning platform like you would expect at a major university if you were taking a course at a business school. Why? Because I do things with excellence, and because I want you to have a premium experience when you jump into a program where I am your coach. Because I expect you to not only show up, but I expect you to do the work, and I expect you to have results, and I expect you to have breakthroughs, and I expect you to see remarkable things happen inside the container that I've created called Launch. So let me show you what happens when you sign up for Launch, everybody. Here you go. Right here, right there. That's when registration closes. All of the orange highlights are set up. We go day one. Day one is May 8th, everybody. This is when we take off. And most people hate the first week. And they hate the first week because they're like, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. But one of the problems is that nobody takes the time to have the proper foundation set. And so when you come into Launch, whether you have a personal or professional project selected, many people come into this and they don't have a clue what they want their project to be. They're just sick of where they are and they are ready to level up. This is a coaching program for people who want to win. This is not therapy. This is not a trauma dumping online situation. This is for people like you who want to take it to the next level, and you want to be surrounded by other people killing it and crushing it and working on discipline. And when we get you, and if you don't have a project, that's cool. We will help you figure out your project. And so here's the thing. All the blue things are live streams. There are 11 live trainings in this 6-month program. They are all programmed based on your questions, based on what we see in our community, what we see in the survey that you are going to fill out that I am already starting to read. So I'm reading surveys from your fellow students around the world right now. Why? Because I want to know who's in the program. And you want to know who's in the program, everybody? Let's see. There are people with PhDs in the program in psychiatry who want to launch online courses. There are people in this program that have retail, real estate, residential businesses that want to use this coaching program to launch into the mortgage space. We have people in this program who are very successful in the space of best-selling books and in the keynote speaking space, and they want to use this as a container to launch their next online course. For me personally, I am not only the professor and the coach, and I teach all 42 of the classes. There's a 42 lecture curriculum, everybody, that is all brand new, shot brand new, gorgeous, high-end, absolutely amazing, corresponds to the workbook. I'm going to explain this in a minute. I'm writing a manuscript in 30 days. That's what I'm doing inside this course. How much time does it take? It takes 30 minutes or less a day, but here's what you're going to find. As you start to apply with action, as you start to apply what I'm coaching and training you to do, you're going to realize that you have way more time. When you get disciplined, when you start feeling momentum, when you are surrounded by other people around the world who are chipping away and all of a sudden they're doubling their business, and all of a sudden they've got their first online course done, or all of a sudden they've got the grant application completed, something that's been on their desk for 2 years, and they're seeing results of funding their nonprofit. When you see people working on new skills, there's a ton of people that have signed up that really want to jump into the AI space. There's a lot of people that have bought this course as a gift, this coaching program, I should say, to graduating students who are graduating into a tough job market. And they're going to use the container of this coaching program to truly hone what they want to do next and go and do the work to land their job and to figure out a career path. There are people that are signing up that really want to take their healing seriously. And so they're going to use the container of this coaching program to explore various modalities. There are lots of you that are jumping in to write a manuscript or write a screenplay or to write a body of songs, like taking on projects like I'm going to write a song every day during the project phase of this course, or I'm going to film a YouTube video and actually upload it every day as part of this course. I am going to change the way that I'm using social media. And by the time I am done with the project section of this coaching program with Mel, I am going to have converted my social media from, hey ho, I'm just kind of posting photos of my food, to, holy cow, I'm marketing my business. This is incredible. I am actually putting myself authentically out there. There are lots of you that have aging parents or that have been caring for somebody who's very sick, and you are using this to start to put yourself first with a passion project like art or gardening or just making time for yourself and making exercise a priority. And so you could pick anything, but I want to be very clear. If you don't have a project in mind, it's okay. By the time we start here, this is June 15th. This is the beginning of what we call the project sprint, a 30-day project sprint where you will get a lecture from me, short one every day. And then boom, I'm going to ask you to spend a minimum of 15 minutes working on your project. And here's what happens. When you start to build that as a muscle, the discipline of putting yourself through action first and seeing yourself making progress brick by brick by brick by brick by brick, every day laying a path, guess what's going on? By the time we get here, look at all these live trainings, everybody, programmed by you. By the time we get here, which is June 14th, half of you will have your project done. I'm going to have my manuscript done. If you've ever wanted to write a book, you can write it alongside me because I'm going to be writing mine during the 30-day project sprint, okay? And you can pick a passion project. You could do anything that your mind comes up with, as long as it is a project that we can define in a professional space or a personal space. Now, here's what's also cool. When you figure out what your project is, we are working on putting you into pods with people around the world that are working on projects in the same category. That way you will have a smaller group of students with you that can support you and that you guys can share best practices and ideas for all of you that are coaches that are going to take your business to the next level. You're going to be coaches from around the world. For all of you folks that want to do online courses or write a book or get consistent with your health habits, that's a great one too. You want to work on your marriage? You're going to be put into a group. You'll still be part of our community, but you're going to have access to a smaller group of people working on the same thing. How freaking cool is that? I love this. This is the result of designing courses for corporations and leading other transformational programs that we've done in the past and taking everything and making what we're launching this year best of class. So what happens after the project phase? What happens, Mel, when you kind of get here to the end of June? I'll tell you what happens. Number one, you are so on fire that many of you just keep on going with your project because now you've got the momentum and you've got daily habits locked in and you've got this insane group of people going, go, 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 go. And you're like, I'm going to level up again. Holy cow, that's incredible. I'm going to level up again. There's a ton of people inside this container who decide to relaunch. And we form a sub-pod for all of you to take on a new project and redo the curriculum again together. And as we march forward, July, we move into monthly themes. You will still have a live stream. You will still have all kinds of fun stuff going on. And we will have a theme in July. August, another theme and another live stream. July, another theme and another live stream. Until we get to October for our final theme. And the last live stream is my 55th birthday, October 6th. Everybody, October 6th. I'm going to celebrate my 55th with our final live stream, and we are going to have our heads blow off our shoulders. We're going to be so excited by the results that were created by you in this coaching program. A couple questions I keep getting is, it's 6 months long. The 42 videos happen in the first 42 days. There are 11 live streams and monthly themes that take us all the way through October. We put everybody into smaller pods based on projects, although you're still part of our community of students that are taking this course. It is the most inspiring, electric, alive, helpful, kind, smart, committed group of people you will ever experience, okay? Ever experience. The second thing I get asked a lot is, Mel, what time are the live streams? If you just look at the information below, or you go to melrobbins.com/launch, all the live stream times are put right there. The live streams run anywhere from 8 in the morning till 8 p.m. at night Eastern. That way we are sure to have one that is live during daylight hours for you, wherever you are in the world, because I recognize that we have a global fan base, especially with the Mel Robbins podcast. We are now in 196 countries twice a week with the Mel Robbins podcast. Very, very proud of that. Very grateful for your support. We just won the Webby, the Listener's Choice Award for Best Podcast in the Lifestyle, Wellness, and Health space this year. So thank you, thank you, thank you for your support in that. And what else did I want to tell you? I wanted to tell you that if this is something, when you look at it, that it's not within reach right now, you can't afford to do it. I want to tell you, I'm proud of you for recognizing that it's not within reach. And it's really important that you hear that compliment. There were times in my life where it was very, very, very scary. And Chris and I could not make ends meet. And so there was no way I should have been taking a coaching program then. If that's you, I want you to know something. I'm proud of you for admitting that to yourself. And you can make a decision today to do the work to make sure that when we come around next year, because I only do this program once a year, when we come around next year, that you're in a position to be able to do the 6 payments or to just pay for it. That's a goal, because we will do this in some form again next year. Second thing I want to point you to is 99.99999% of everything I do is free. And it is there to give you the tools and the empowerment that you need to chip away at making the changes that you're capable of making. For those of you that are like, I've been waiting for this, I need to jump into this, nobody is coming to do this for me, I am tired of just sort of being at this plateau, I need to level up, I need more gas in the tank, I need to be surrounded by other people that are leveling up the game. Jump in now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Stop wasting time by thinking. Stop wasting time by saying I'll do it later. Stop wasting time by saying I'll sign up on the last day. Stop doing that. Trust your instincts and jump in. Stop watching me right now and jump in. When does launch start? Registration closes May 4th. Period. I think it's at 7 p.m. Eastern. We are closing the doors at 7 p.m. Eastern on Thursday. I don't want to get an email from you, I forgot, because I'm not going to let you in, okay? You have to register by the time we close, okay? And there's always this mad dash, which I don't understand. Don't procrastinate this year. If you want to do it, do it. All the information about the payment plan or the one-time payment, it's right there. There's also a trial period, so you can sign up, you can get a taste of it, and if you don't like it, if it's not for you within the trial period, get your refund, no questions asked, okay? For those of you that have already signed up, can you believe this community? I mean, this is insane how incredible the student body is this year. And here's the other thing I'm really proud of. We have so many returning alumni from last year's program. Why do alumni return? Because it's that good. Because it provides something that's missing. And so I love those of you that are jumping in. And here's the thing, if you're tired of feeling isolated, if you feel like I need to upgrade my friends or the people that I'm around, you're right, you do. And this is a simple way to do it for the next 6 months, because you know that thing, the top 5, you know that thing that they say, that you are the sum of the 5 people you hang around? Well, think about the 5 people that you hang around, type of people they are. You're the 6th. Yep. What do they talk about? You're the sixth person that talks about it. What do their habits look like? You're the sixth person of that group of 5 that look like that. If you want different results, you got to do something different. So here's where launch comes in and why it's different, everybody. This is not just to sit around and think and learn. This is about results. This is about action. You want to put yourself in a situation where you feel somebody slowly turning up the heat, making that dream and that desire inside you start to boil. Welcome to Launch with Mel Robbins. If you are ready to get out of your head and get into action, if you are ready to stop thinking about all those things that are trapped in here and see yourself advancing the ball down the field, if you're ready to stop talking about what you're going to do and actually do it, if you want to have a breakthrough in self-doubt, and if you want to learn all these things, like some of the, like what I'm also excited about is so many of you that took my free training, Take Control, you loved the systems thinking that I brought into it. Well, we're going to do a whole lot of that. In fact, one of the things I can't wait for, video 12, people. Video 12. And this right here, see this Post-it note wall? This is an example of something you're going to learn. This is an environmental trigger. This comes from habit research. This right here is something I create to help me move through the program and make it easier to be consistent every day. So we're going to show you all kinds of nifty tricks that are going to help you keep things top of mind. We're also going to show you this. Ooh. Ooh. Show you again. Ooh. Look at that. Whoa. That is the iceberg model. It is a mindset model that will make you go, holy cow, why has nobody explained that to you? I'll tell you why, because it's a business principle that I have now brought to this. Lisa, I'm very proud of you. Lisa's 56th birthday is May 26th, and this is her birthday present to herself. Incredible. Incredible. This is an incredible Mother's Day gift. It's an incredible birthday present to you. It's an incredible anniversary present for somebody that you are in a relationship with. Again, this is an incredible graduation present for somebody who needs this container and structure and accountability and momentum and people like, yes, you can. Yes, you can. Shut up with that excuse. Yes, you can. Get back out there. Dust yourself off. Yes, you can. Let's go. So, I got to take a sip of water because my throat's like, ah. I don't think I have anything else to say. I just want to say to you, in case you are in a position where you're not going to do this, I want you to know I love you. And I believe in your ability to do what you need to do and to use the free tools that I've been putting out there every single day and twice a week with the Mel Robbins podcast and on our YouTube channel. I know you can chip away at it. If Mel Robbins can climb her way, claw her way out of almost $1 million in debt in 2008 was when that way, it took us like 8 years to just, if I can go from coping with anxiety to healing it, if I can face childhood trauma, if I can build a 8-figure business, if I can, like, you can. Of course you can. The only difference between you and everybody that has what you want is they're doing the work. You can do the work too. You can get better. You can grow. You can level up, and now is the time. So, if this is something that's calling to you, and if you have the means to do it, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, I will see you in launch. And for absolutely everybody, whether you're in launch or you're not, I want you to know I love you. I believe in you, and I believe in your ability to do the work, to chip away, and take the actions that change your life. And it is the greatest honor of my life to be your friend and to be a small part of the resources and the relationships that you have that lift you up and push you forward and remind you of the greatness and power that you have inside you. All right, all the information is here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop thinking about it. Stop wasting time. Just jump in. You know you want to do it. And I cannot wait to welcome you into this year's class of Launch. You better get ready. You better buckle up. You better get your protein shake on. You better get your energy drinks ready, because this is incredible and it's going to light you up like you cannot imagine. Let's frickin' go, people. Here we go.